I'm gonna pull out these concrete footers, and then the trench will actually be kind of to the side of these. Good morning, beautiful people. It's a nice overcast but like cool spring morning. That air temperature feels great. All right, why you guys are here, I'll get right to it. So this is the start of the Friday build video, and I guess I'll update everybody on what's going on. So we had our first inspection, and there was some stuff that we had to change, which, I mean, that's probably anybody who has county come out. That's always something you expect when building inspectors are involved. Basically, in a nutshell, because our piles are so tall down on this end, go ahead and mortar them in. Don't do the dry stack, which I was already thinking of doing that anyways, just because they are kind of tall. But he said if they were all, 3 high, no problem. Beams are fine. Everything's fine until we get over here to the, addition. And because of the way everything's written, the way the codes are, this portion that is the livable, heated space has to be a footer wall, which I thought about that, but my reasoning is, well, it's good enough for what we already live in. Wouldn't it be good enough here? And he said, actually, that's a mobile home. That's completely different. What you're building is a new house, even though we're adding on. So because of the way stuff is written, the way stuff is worded, we have to build a footing wall. The alternative was, he said, it's probably fine. You could probably get an engineer and have an engineer sign off on your piles, which we looked into. We actually found an engineer that was licensed here in North Carolina and sent him some pictures and talked to him, and he said, it's probably all right. I just have to completely design the entire thing that we're building. Engineer it, do what engineers do. And we went back and forth for about a day, something like that. And he finally said, okay, I can do it, but it's gonna be about a month and we don't wanna wait that long. So we'll just go the quick, easy route. We'll do a footer wall. Kind of a bummer, gotta tear some stuff out. I'll eat the material on 24 feet of these beams, which isn't a big deal. And then the block will get used in the wall. So I'll be out a little bit of concrete, and that's about it. Concrete and time. So not really a big deal, just a couple steps backwards, which is fine. I guess really what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna start shortening these beams to be able to get in here and work and dig this trench for this footer. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna grab my tool belt and start dismantling 24 feet of beam. And then it's nice, like the rest of this, all I have to do is mortar these in. We can leave the rest of it. The inspector actually told me, he looked at it and he goes, don't call me until you've got your framing done. He goes, this is like, you're fine. I can get under, I can see everything. He goes, this is pretty open. Just call me after you get a little bit farther. I was like, sweet. So we got some digging to do. I'm gonna see if we can get to that point today, at least in the next, couple days. Hopefully we'll get to digging. I know we're supposed to get some rain in the next couple days, so we're gonna dig as much as we can. Or we might even just wait for that rain to come, and then we'll start digging. It's looking like it's gonna be a wet spring, mostly because I need to dig in the dirt. That's the way it works though, right? All right, I gotta pull out the concrete that we laid. Those are about 280 a piece, so I'm gonna grab the tractor and get those out real quick. It is so muddy, that remains to be seen. I may or may not be able to use the tractor today because it's so muddy. I mean, you can kind of see what we're working with today. Pretty muddy. So I'm gonna see if I can get in here and get these all out. I guess I'll just run over what we got to do. We got to pull off that skirting because our footer actually has to kind of straddle underneath, so the block is as close to the building that we're adding onto as possible. Not a big deal. I made the skirting kind of modular, so it comes apart really easy. I think there's 6 screws per 4-foot section, so it comes apart real easy. I'll have to take out the framing, which that'll take a little bit, but that's easy too. I'm gonna pull out these concrete footers, and then the trench will actually be kind of to the side of these. I'm pretty optimistic we're gonna make pretty good time catching back up. Got all of the concrete piles out of here. About all I have to do now is I got to pull this section of skirting off, get the blocks out of here, and then I'm gonna mark out where the trench is gonna go for the footer. It's pretty straightforward. All of my helpers are available this afternoon for digging. They're thrilled. All right, we put a pretty good dent in it today. It does not look like it's gonna rain tomorrow, but that's what's in the forecast. They're calling for like an inch tomorrow, and then again on Saturday. I think I'm gonna call it right here. We got stuff to do tonight, so we gotta go. Everybody's gotta shower and get cleaned up. Yeah.
You guys are going to karate.
That's right, we are going to karate. Gonna go get beat up.
Or go beat up.
No, I will get beat up. That's usually how it goes. I'm the one who gets beat up. Everybody wants to pick on the old guy. Not just my kids either. Other kids want to beat me up. All right, I've got a laser. I was using the laser, and I think just because everybody understands the string a lot better, I may just switch back to string. It's pretty straightforward. We don't have to dig super straight or super deep footers. You know, our frost line here is 6 inches, so we're gonna go a couple inches below that. That's well above code. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting everything in. If we can dig a good enough trench, then we don't even have to put up forms. But I may do forms anyways, just because it makes leveling everything so much easier. With that said, I guess we'll pick this up next week. So we'll catch you guys on the next one.